Hey guys, Steve Wise here, president and founder of Mental Fitness LLC. For today's 2-minute motivational message, we have a quote from Vince Lombardi. And the quote goes, "The harder you work, the harder it is to surrender." So for those of you who may not know, Vince Lombardi was the football coach of the Green Bay Packers for their first 2 Super Bowl wins. But this quote specifically applies to me when I was attempting to qualify for the Boston Marathon. So to give you a little background, I was 21 years old and running the Columbus Marathon for the second time. When I was 19, I ran the Columbus Marathon for the first time in 3 hours and 24 minutes. This second time I was running it, I knew I needed to break 3 hours and 10 minutes to qualify. I was doing well for the first half. I was under an hour 30. I was at about an hour 29 at the halfway point and was on pace. I was still on pace until I hit about mile 23 with about 3.1 miles to go. I hit the proverbial wall. And for those of you not familiar with the feeling or with the expression, the wall is the feeling one hits when running, when their entire body kind of tightens up and yells at them, "Hey, knock it off. This really hurts. You shouldn't be doing this any longer." And yet I knew I had worked too hard to surrender then. And in that moment, I thought back to all the training runs I did. I thought back to the frigid runs in Erie, the long 8-mile loops to the lake and back. And I remembered how hard I had worked to try to qualify for this event. And so for each of my next probably 6,000 steps, with each step, I said, Boston, 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 and just took one next step at a time. And I ended up finishing the event in 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 57 seconds, which qualified me for Boston, which I then ran 2 years later. So my point is this: the harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. Remind yourself that when things get tough, and that'll be just the mental mantra you might need to push through. Thanks for watching.